Grandmaster, could you tell us about your system?
The system is called Balintawak. Balintawak, the Filipino martial arts. Okay, Balintawak is, they take that name for the street of Cebu, a little street. That's where they started with a little school down there, just like 2-3 people can practice until it's growing, and that is really made that they take the name of Balintawak. But now I realize what is the meaning of Balintawak, really. Okay? Balintawak, in the real history, is the cry of freedom, the heroes of the cry for freedom. That is why I have to put that in there, that the heroes of the cry for freedom, Balintawak.
Okay, thank you. Your system, did it come from the United States, or where did it come from?
This is from Cebu City, Philippines.
Okay, Philippines. Okay. Well, who do you train? Do you train just anyone? Do you do private lessons? Do you do group lessons also?
Here?
Yes.
I mean, worldwide?
Yes.
Yeah, mostly I give seminars, and I do train privates, and I have some groups also. Mainly privates, but I have like once a week for the private, for the group. But I call them the group, but all private people. So I can teach kids, right, and then to disordered, some like ADD or something like that. It's my challenge to do that. And I can regular ages, and to like this man here, 77 years old, I can teach anybody. It is my challenge here to teach people.
John, it was an honor to meet you. But, quick question. What makes a good master or grandmaster?
Well, I think the one will answer that is the students, right? So because if I say that, let's say I'm a student now, if I want to find a good instructor, masters and grandmasters, the first thing is I want to see or know the person, that I am very open to their hearts, like their school, I am very welcome, and the relationship between grandmasters and the gurus or masters like that, that's what I need, the friendship. So I feel comfortable when I learn the system or something. But I'm not, if I way back younger, I have to, if somebody can offer me any kind of martial arts, I will take it. There's nothing to lose, really. If I have time, I will practice. There's nothing to lose.
I understand. Over the previous 4 or 5 years, you have made a transformation related to your health. Please elaborate about why we must maintain good health.
Well, on my surgery last 3 years ago, that is really hard, because I was in the ICU for 5 weeks, right? 5 weeks in the ICU, and I really want to take my life off too, because it is really hard to breathe. I want to die, but because of friendship of my students coming there for their prayers, and that makes me, feel better. I want to leave. Once they came and give me a good, student from all over the world, and I really want to do that practice, and that also give me courage to get more practicing for my health, and it works. And I feel like double my speed. I think I'm getting skinnier now than before. So
Your speed is amazing, I must say, and you know it's really good to see that you are in good health. It really is. But as a grandmaster, what can we do to help reduce violence?
That's what I said before. The balance of the relationship of the students and the grandmaster will be, so equal. Okay? Like, I play by ear. Let's put it this way, I play by ear. When I teach a kid, I play like he's older than me, younger than me. If I play with regular people, I play like I am under with them a little bit. If he had a good, he is a martial artist, I want him to be, he's higher than me. And mostly, if I play with another grandmasters, like talking about another grandmasters, I'm always behind. I don't know why. Mostly, my students, when I teach, my aim is I want him to be better than me. So I can see that my teaching is not wasted.
Okay. Thank you.
I think that is more balance for everybody.
Right. So you're talking about creating balance within a person with the hope of reducing violence. I think you're using a good approach by teaching private lessons, and therefore you're able to see what the person's made of, their mindset, etc., and changing one person by person. I think that's an honorable thing to do, is to train individual to do private lessons, to be specialized in private lessons. I think that is a fantastic thing to do. I really want to thank you for your time, but you know what I'm really interested in? Could you please show us how your system works? Show us some techniques as far as what is your system?
The system here is mainly we teach people how to defend themselves.
Okay.
Because I think with my experience here for 50 years now, in more than 50 years, like 53 years, not every day, just the experience. Boxing, karate, kung fu, a little bit, dropping a little bit, I call it mix now. So anyway, this is my favorite, the sticks, because this will help you create your teaching people how to do their weak links, more flexibility, the speed. Mainly, Balintawak is teaching the students how to defend themselves, because to defend is the hardest way to learn, right? The easiest way is how to hit somebody. That's the easiest way. So I want to teach the students how to defend themselves. So it has to be from beginning, from here, from basic up to like elementary up to high school to college, like that, and to the higher level. So that's why I said I want my students to be better than me, and it's my challenge to teach them more and more.
That's such an honorable thing to do, and I'm sure that many Sokis or masters would agree that, that's a good principle to set, is to hope that your students are better, therefore take your system on to the next generation and keep it alive. I think that it was great to do. But if you would please honor us with maybe some of your system.
But I don't forget that the whole system here, even how good you are in martial arts, but your attitude or your character is no good, and still nothing to me. Is the friendship and brotherhood. That's what I want.
Well, see, that's, I think, is fantastic. I wish I could take your statement and box it up and share it with other people, because I think that's the martial spirit in which you're speaking of, is being able to having a friendship and relationship and communication, and what you're saying is you want to throw away the ego.
That's right.
I mean, the ego is important now. The ego keeps us alive, but to control that ego, and I think that's a big thing. And I was talking to you earlier, and you were talking about the ego, and you were talking about the emotions, and it's really important that we do that. Earlier, you had said something about your training was different from the way you were trained.
I was trained, at first it's basic, yeah, that's right. But when you learn how to defend yourself already, they know how to react quick. And they teach you how to make it really works first. And then sometimes we like to hit each other,
Yes.
I have to prove myself, So like my grandmaster, he doesn't like me at first, because I am very short. Right? I like Hollywood stuff, I like show my boxing, I have to show my high kick all the time like that. And then I didn't know that he's just watching me, in the court, and like, this boy later on, So I felt that before. Then while I'm doing the karate, I was bored with the 12 basic strikes all the time, 12 basic all the time. For how many months? 12 basic and defense and counter for 1 year. Until I'm really used to it, how to defend myself and the speed and things like that. But they don't teach me the next level for defense and counter. Right? So they would see me, I get bored, I just do my kicks. And then that Filipino, they don't like kicks and kicks like that. We only kick the lower part and the groin part of it, and the sweeps and the trippings and the kicking shin to the groin, most like that. And I think he got upset when I showed him my karate and my boxing, and then there's lots of people watching it. And he come up to me and said, I really like your karate. Can you teach me that? I said, well, if you teach me for the next level, like the grouping system, I will teach you my karate. I said, well, how do you block if I punch you like this? I punch you like this, because Balita was always boxing form. Punch you like this. There I come. They go, I do this. And then I kick high, and then they stay there a little bit, with his short. And I stay my kick, and then, oh my God, man, he just kept doing, how about here? I said, this way here, I block downward, I block, I do everything I want, and then sometimes I cannot do it anymore. He will pinch me a little bit to make me feel pain, so that I will keep going, to make me fight him, So he just give me a trick. I try all my best by boxing. He just stayed there, and I eat up to the pig sty. And slimy blood down me. Wow. What did you do to me? And he just and everybody's students did good on you, something like that when they see them. So it takes a while for me to learn that mixed movement. So big story is that when we do this thing here, we got to start with the 12 basic strike first. Let's see, right, basic. So from here, it's gonna strike me from here 1, step forward 2, the other side, 3 here, back 4, 4, 5, 6 to the chest, 7 to the other chest, 8 to the knees, 9 to the other side of the knees, then 10 to the eye, 11 to the other side, and then 12 is to the crown, right, and back to position. Now when I'm satisfied that he can get that basic blocks, then now I'm going to teach him how to block that 12 basic strikes. So I go here, 1 here, and strike. 2, I only guide him. 3, 4, see, 5. See, I push him to guide him. 6, drop, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Right. Then I'm going to faster, faster and faster. Then break the pattern without numbers now. So let's say I can control him already, so he can do the control strike also. Because 1 hit, 12, break the pattern, 6, 1 again, 12, again. So I've been doing that for a year, until he cannot hit me anymore. But I'm trying to be one of the students that I can have the next level. But they don't because of my showing off. Then one time my grandmaster said, I was invited to have demonstration at the YMCA. He is one of the board of directors, so he had to do his demonstration of Balintawak. I mean, YMCA there's too big, just like Coliseum. And he asked for his partner. I said, where is my partner, Dr. Ben Maraco? And everybody said, he's not here, he's out of town. He's in the other island in Bohol. He said, why is it that every time I have a demonstration, these people will be gone, So he's not at the time. So he's trying to look at everybody who's going to be his partner. And everybody is just putting their head like this because he was not the partner. It was very brutal, So, me, I just going like this. I want him to be fair with me, And he did not select me. I said, why don't you use me as your, partner? He said, what can you do? I said, well, just announce that how to defend and how to hit. Just hit me any way you want, And people like to see blood coming out because they want to be satisfied with what's in the thing. Maybe they pay a little bit for entrance to fees or something like that. And I say, okay, prepare for tomorrow. Or these other students telling you got to be in trouble tomorrow, And then the demonstration, before we demonstrate, there is no rehearse or nothing. We don't practice. Just be there and prepare yourself. Right? It looks like a real fight. So it plays, but it's not real fight. So when you go the next day, I was very proud of myself. I was one of them now, pairing with the grandmaster. As soon as I get into that door, people clapping, like the Coliseum, like this. I started like I'm floating in the air. The nerve was there. I feel like I cannot see the people, all I can see is black hair. Or Filipinos black hair. Oh my God, what happened to this now? And then we were in the middle and basketball court like this. Bow, like this. I feel empty, empty. That's what it is. And we bowed together. He said, are you ready? I said, yeah. So he's trying to strike me number one like this. I blocked, but there's nothing there. There's nothing there. He knows that I was not there in my mind. I was too nervous. He hit me one time in the head. I'm in full power strike right here. Wakes me up. And then I start seeing those people, the faces, Okay, play. So then we start playing now. Quick. Starts hitting me everywhere, but I try my best not to get hit. He hit me a lot of times. People were clapping like that. But now this time he's holding my hand, like this. I hold his hand too, so that he cannot end up doing like this. I got him transfer his stick to his left hand like this, and bam, 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 bam. until I get down there, until I cannot move anymore. I did not know at that day, so 1 year, that he is a real left-handed. That's why I have these drills here that I'm going to do some catching here because of that. Cuts and cuts like that. And some people said, why do you pass the other side? I said, that's my, I was there with my grandmaster before, that's what he does to me. So I put it in it. So now everybody's come up. Congratulate him, congratulations. That was really good, really good. And everybody come up to me and go, oh my gosh, oh my gosh. But I did not wipe it.
Right.
Blood until it dry. Show it, like, oh my God, I was paired with the grandmaster,
Warrior.
So, and before that, when they call us Grandmaster Chupilo Villas, it's not Grandmaster, it's Guru, teacher. We don't have any Grandmaster back home.
Yes.
We only know Grandmaster for a chess game, like Grandmaster Tori or something.
Chess, yes.
Yeah. And welcome Grandmaster Guru Chupilo Villas and his dummy. And that's my name now, the dummy before the city. So there, when we go home to the school, everybody's there with Grandmaster Villas, that is really good. And then Billy said, that's the guy I want. So my heart and woo! I'm on top of everybody, all these people that practice, and I know that looking like good on you, that blood out there, I said, why you did not practice? Why did you not block that? I said, because you hold my hand, and then I hold your hand too, and then we then you transfer to the other side. I did not know that. That struck me. And then the other guy said, he's left-handed in real thing. oh my God. Yeah. So that is very painful. I'm coughing like that. It comes from my lungs. Coughing. It's very painful. And then I said, well, if I hold your hand, that is the grouping system. And that is the next level, grouping, lifting, and clearing. I said, I don't have that. Then they called every son. Sino, Eddie, you did not teach Bobby grouping system? And the son said, you're telling us that you don't teach him because he is show off? He said, did I tell you that? So this is here. So it goes like this. Now, if I hold your hand here, you just usually turn to left and then clear, then strike. Then I move, and then lifting and clear. Right here. Back, then base. This is close. So lifting and clear. Right. And this is close. Right? And then group 2 is lifting and clearing with hip movement. So it's going here, left, and when the butt is here, it's moving this way, right? Then he clear that and strike here. Then move your head this way, right? This is a training now. Move your head this way, bang, there, right? And then I'm going here, and here. Then we provide that break the pattern with the group 1 and group 2, lifting and clear. Lifting with hip movement and clear. You go here and you do that there. And then you become faster. Now group 3 is preparation for body flexibility. Training your shoulder, how to move on your stomach. Flexibility, make sure that your left hand must move quickly. Because this is like a knife or a sword, you have to move quick. Bang! Bang! Then hit, bang. You just see. The shoulder movement starts to here. Like that. Then move it quick, hit it on this side. And back here. See? The hands is always moving. This way here, and this way here. And this, the body movement. Right? And and then combine at group 1 and group 2. Now we go for the speed now, speed and reflex. Speed and reflex is only 2 strikes. It's 1 and 2. Just to make you quick. 1 and 2. Then I go faster this time. Back. And it's down. Down. 6. 4 again. Back. So group 1 and 2, 3, 4. It's building up your body. Right? Then group 5 is defense against punches while in stick fighting motion. With here, you like that. It used to be, this is a sharp knife. Call it puntay daga. Because it's too much damage. Right? But we don't use any dull knife. Because that's not real. Well, this is in the Philippines. It's here. Or here. Or down here. Then, counter. This is the other side here. 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 Sometimes I punch here. And about here. Bam. Boom. Right. Okay. So that is all groupings there. Just to defend yourself, lifting and veering, with head movement, then the flexibility, then the speed. In group 4, speed and reflex, 1, 2 only, right? It used to be you are not allowed to go to group 5 if you still got hit. Because that's a training for speed and reflex, right? But I break the pattern that now. See, I break that low. Right. Yes. Otherwise, nobody will go past for that because I can still hit them. Right? So I just let it go. Later on, we have to go back to that anyway.
Yes.
So just go back and go back. That's what I mean. If I teach the way the old days, what I learned, then I'd be in jail by now.
Yes, most definitely.
See?
Yeah.
So this is what I explained before to you also, that I like the way they teach me before. And I thought that is martial arts, the brutal way. Right? And now for my experience about this martial arts thing, I think there is a way how to fix people without hurting them. And that's what I developed. Okay. I did not change the system. I put some more in it. More and more and more and more. This is not the old typewriters anymore. This is computer now. Right? So I developed it. And then it works to the world. It really works. I don't put any Filipino name in it because I know Europeans and Americans doesn't want to get confused. So I put it in English with my knowledge, but
yes.
I just try my best how to talk, talk to the thing, the correct way of doing it. So that is group 5. Group 5. Okay. Now we go forward to that, to the batting techniques now. We're going to go on here, just using the bat. 2, just using the bat. 3, using the bat. 4, using the bat. 5, 6, 7, 8. It's all batting techniques. 10, 11, 12. Right there. Now, sometimes, if I counter this time, he counter it. Now he will go to my shoulder here and there. You see? Body, right there. Now if I grab his hip, you grab my neck. I counter, you counter. Neck here and here. So it's not just like that. Okay? You back. Right. I'm going here, but this is a butt. More straight. Right? So from here, you block that. Go here. This is a butt, or this is a straight. Everything has to be used now. It's not just this. But that is part of it. That's part of it for the curriculum that I made. And then now we're going for the pushing and pulling. Let the students know how to push and pull, like the outbalancing, something like that. So we go here, play. Now give me a push here and pull me. And push me here. Right? Make sure you're always ready for power position. Right? And that. Right there. You see? Sometimes you push the other side and push again. Right there. And then here. Push again. Push again. Push. And push the other side. Push again. Right. So you push me here, pull, and push. That's it. The other side, push me, and push again. Right there. So I did the students to do the pushing and pulling. I'm the one who received the pain. Then the disarming techniques. So disarming techniques, there's a lot of things there. Right? So you strike here, Steve. This is one disarming techniques. Or from here, I can strike and disarm that. But you see, I tell you that it's easy, but in real fight it won't work that way. Because nobody will strike and stop. It's always whack, 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 whack. So how to make it work? You have to play with the basic and apply it. But you play quick, quick, bad. Right? So sometimes I like Hollywood. I'm destroying my own stick. And then he thinks that is there, if he follows that eyes there, he doesn't. So that's it. So sometimes when I show you before, the inside strike. So I'm going to pull it over the head. So there's a place here. This is an outside strike here, see. Now I'm going to get inside strike. This side, inside this. It's all clean. It's all clean. Clean. And we go for the semi-advanced techniques. Goes number one, in. Okay. So number two, right to the two. And go here, you block here and push it. Three, and back number three, right, and right down. See, very simple. Here, the head. Four, and then drop it here. Five, you block that. You block that. Here. Six, this is how you come down. Block, bam, to the side.